Few people love taking tests, but the benchmark test you'll be taking in math and English can help us in a number of ways. Benchmark assessments measure your progress towards grade level academic goals. They can prepare you for the state testing in the spring. They also help you and your teacher know where you may have strengths and weaknesses. This can help you identify skills to study and your teacher to help develop future lesson plans. They can also help identify which courses will help you learn, grow, and be successful next year. There are a couple of important things you can do to prepare for the day of the test. First, it's important to get a good night's rest and eat a good breakfast. This test will be digital, so it's important for you to bring your iPad to class fully charged. You may also want to bring a graphing calculator to the math test or review use of the Desmos graphing calculator, which you can find at desmos.com/calculator. If you have a text-to-speech accommodation, make sure you also bring your wired headphones. There will be headphones available, but you may prefer to use your own.
So what should you know about the test? The ACT suite of assessments is organized differently than the SAT that Illinois students have taken for the past 8 years. Like the SAT, the pre-ACT and ACT are digital now. No more bubble sheets. In order to help you prepare, you will be taking digital versions of the benchmark assessments in your classes. At most buildings, you will be taking the English test in one class, math in another, and reading and science together in another class. The pre-ACT test for 9th and 10th grade students is slightly shorter than the ACT test for 11th grade students. The English test is 45 items and 30 minutes long for the pre-ACT and 75 items and 45 minutes long for the ACT. The math test is 36 items and 40 minutes long for the pre-ACT and 60 items and 60 minutes long for the ACT. For the pre-ACT, the reading test is 25 items and 30 minutes long, while the science test is 30 items and 30 minutes long, for a total of 60 minutes. For the ACT, the reading test is 40 items and 35 minutes long, while the science test is 40 items and 35 minutes long, for a total of 70 minutes.
At the time of your test, the first thing you need to know is how to log in to the test. Enter portal.horizoneducation.com into the address bar of your browser. Then click the button that says Sign In with Google. This will take you to a pop-up screen where you can enter your SchoolNet ID that ends in stu.d214.org.
You should see your tests listed under Assigned Assessments. Please be sure to listen to your teacher and select the correct subject for the day, English, math, or reading and then science, when your teacher prompts you to start. You will then select the Start this section button, read the directions for the section, and when ready, press the blue Start button. There are a number of tools to help you navigate and succeed on the test. Each question is called an item. You may use the blue Next button to move to the next question item after you have completed a question. You may also navigate by selecting from the item list to move between items. You are not required to complete the question items in order. While you may have a timer or counter on your screen, your teacher will also be prompting you for your overall time. Selecting the Tool menu button on the top right of the screen will show a number of tools you may use during the test. During the math test, the calculator provides a scientific calculator. You may also use your own graphic calculator or the Desmos graphing calculator described earlier. The accessibility tool allows you to customize the background color and font size and give directions on how to zoom in or out. If you know one response isn't correct and want to block it out so that it isn't distracting you, you can use the Response Masking tool. Simply select Response Masking and then the answer choice you want to block out. The Full Screen tool expands your window to the entire screen of your device. The Resources tool will show you formulas or other references that may be helpful on a question. There is a notepad and sticky note allowing you to make notes, but you may also use scratch paper on the math test. You can also use the drawing mode to write directly on the screen, but remember, you still must select the answer. If you are a student with a text-to-speech accommodation, you should see a Listen button on the screen. You can use this button along with your headphones to control the screen reader. The menu button also will show a number of other tools and controls. If you are a student with an extended time accommodation, you will be able to use the Save Exit button for the test without losing your work so that you may continue at another class time as directed by your teacher. You will only need to select this button when exiting. When you reach the end of the section, select the blue Finish button. A pop-up will show you if you have any unanswered questions. Select No to return to the test or Yes to submit. Selecting Yes will finalize your test and return you to your Horizon dashboard. Do not take any of the other tests unless directed by your teacher.